This week's Comic Corner is dedicated to a huge part of my childhood. Yesterday we lost Paul Reubens, also known as Pee Wee Herman, who was a big part of both mine and my brother's childhood. We annoyed our parents incessantly watching movies like Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Big Top Pee-wee, not to mention every episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse we could find. And even some of his later works in the 90s, ones that didn't do as well, but my brother and I loved, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Mystery Men. We watched incessantly. My brother and I both huge Paul Reubens fans. So it's with a little sadness and also appreciation that I dedicate this week's Comic Corner to Paul Reubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman. Rest in peace. I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments. I think the reason aliens never visit our planet is because we get terrible reviews. We only got 1 star. So kicking it off this week with last week's Comic Corner, The Nightmares Comic Corner. Daniel DeLeon 69 commented, then my brother Joshua Martinez, the film bestie, commented, speaking of too literally, I was making fun of that Betamax shop with bad shop ideas, idiot. And you failed at it. Miserably. Because you said variety and exclusive doesn't go together. Then the film bestie commented, you insult me, little brother. You insult me. Salt me. Malto meal slush. Arr. I wish I had a sister instead. At least then I would have someone to practice kissing with.
Ew.
Paul Jetto replied to him, I am traumatized. Try growing up with it. Then Jay McCool commented, here's a nightmare. Paul Reubens died. My mom and I used to watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Big Top Pee-wee together all the time. I loved those movies. Pee-wee's Big Adventure was my favorite. Rest in peace, Paul Reubens. I know I'm in the minority here, but of those 2 movies, I liked Big Top Pee-wee better. I know that obviously Big Adventure had more going on, and that definitely a lot more effort was put into it, but I don't know, something about Big Top Pee-wee. I just had a lot more fun watching that one. Either way, if you ever put either one on, I was happy. A Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers, and says, I'll have 5 beers, please. Then on my Davy's Awesome Stories, camping, where I talked about why I don't do camping. Daniel DeLeon 69 commented, camping. Camping. Then the film bestie commented, you think you don't like camping? I used to go camping too. I loved camping. Except this one time when my mom decided she wanted to marry a lawyer who tried to make me eat Eggs Benedict one morning. My best friend, who couldn't understand why white people liked sleeping on the ground, informed me that he was there to take over. So in an effort to get close, he makes me join the scouts with him. Then he forces me to go camping with all these other dads and their boys and tries to make me laugh with all kinds of shenanigans. Is that what you want? Farrah Fawcett for a mom and a would-be stepfather who the mob's trying to rub out? Because this is real! That's Man of the House. And that bit that you've now done twice is from SNL. Then the film bestie commented, real men use their buddy's body heat to keep warm and never talk about it again. I'll just not go camping. Richard Dally replied to him, or a cow. Okay, Richard, I stand a little corrected. You apparently camp differently. The film bestie replied to that, touche. Yeah, you'd know. I'm sure you've slept with a couple of cows. Then the film bestie commented, yeah, us being forced to go was my fault, dude. Mom and Dad found out that I had developed a love of, shall we say, fire. You were asleep when I tried to feed your bed to the flames. Fire was hungry. Hungry! Fire need food. If I feed fire, I am a good boy for sulfury master! You are so full of it. Then Paul Jetto commented, only went camping once. That was enough. Lucky. I don't know how many times I've been camping. A lot. I was forced. Then Jay McCool commented, this video had me laughing so hard I thought I was going to die. Even though you're right about a lot of this, I still love camping. Okay, some people love misery. My wife complains that my salads are dry. It's something that needs addressing. Then on my Divvy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor 2023. Daniel DeLeon 69 commented, Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor was decent. I'd say it was more than decent. It was awesome. Then the Film Bestie commented, I know you wish I'd watch more wrestling than WWE, but it's not my fault. I choose to have a life, lil bro. Take those words of wisdom. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Blame it on the boogie. I don't encourage anybody to watch wrestling. I encourage them to watch wrestling. And this crap about not watching more because you have a life, please. Then J Spud commented, I am finding it hard to think about wrestling for 2 reasons. The first being that Nunchucks and I are both incredibly sad about the passing of Paul Rubens, whose roles in Big Top Pee-wee and Buffy the Vampire Slayer have kept our love alive. The fact that she looks like his love child, if he'd had an affair with a living dragon fruit, has made it very easy for me to pretend to be the guy who sat next to him in that seedy theater. That's our favorite roleplay. Well, that and reenacting any scene from a late-night Cinemax movie where they still have their clothes on. The second reason for our aversion to the subject pertaining to this He-Man testosterone infest of a bunch of Neanderthal soap opera is the fact that I refuse to engage in any wrestling event that doesn't involve Brutus Beefcake. Would it really be too much to ask that at least one wrestler pretend to have polio? I'm sure Brutus is still young enough to claim a victory over someone using crutches. Yeesh. Brutus Beefcake wasn't a very good wrestler, so who cares? Then Jay McCool commented, ROH Death Before Dishonor was awesome. I love pure wrestling. I agree. It's weird that that is what the niche is. It's just people who like pure wrestling. I got in touch with myself today, and that is the last time I buy dollar store toilet paper. Then on a Brothers Not Lovers movie review from about a year ago, our review of Demolition Man. Jay McCool commented, sometimes the bad guy makes the movie more entertaining. In this movie, Simon Phoenix is the entertaining part of this movie, kind of like how the Joker is the entertaining part of The Dark Knight. Doesn't mean I root for them. Yeah, well, the Film Bestie does. That's why he's always disappointed. Why did the chicken commit suicide? To get to the other side. That joke was dark. And the final comment this week on another Brothers Not Lovers video from a while ago, our movie trivia challenge, where the Film Bestie and I did a challenge where who could name the most movies in a type of category, and Film Bestie won. Jay McCool commented, you ever gonna have a rematch? Oh yes, Jay. We will have a rematch. We will have a rematch. I'm gonna open a chain of Elvis-themed restaurants for meat lovers. It will be called Love Meat Tender. So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications for when I post new videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Miss you, Pee Wee Herman.